Just a quick filming location video. This is downtown Los Angeles, and this is where they filmed the shootout scene from the Michael Mann film Heat in 1995. It must be one of the greatest action scenes ever filmed. In the scene, a group of bank robbers have just robbed the bank and are making their way to their getaway car when the LAPD arrive. The LAPD arrive at this spot and they make their way towards the bank. At one point you can see Al Pacino's character ducking behind this wall. They proceed down this street and you can see these buildings in the background in the film. You can see these buildings in the scene. In the film, this was the bank that the robbers came out of. In reality, the indoor scenes were filmed at another location. And this place has been changed quite a bit since 1995. There used to be some like sculptures here, those are gone. The steps are in about the same place, but they're at more of an angle now. So the robbers would have come up here. So Val Kilmer's character is the last one out of the bank. When Val Kilmer gets to the top of the stairs, he spots the LAPD across the road and immediately starts opening fire. The getaway car then proceeds up this road with Robert De Niro firing through the windshield. Okay, the bank's over there, and when the robbers get just into this bridge, the driver gets shot and killed. And there's a line of police cars in front of them over there. And they get out of the car and continue firing. And there's one bit where Val Kilmer's character is switching from one magazine to another. And he did it so well that the US Army actually showed that video when they're doing their training. When they were filming it, tourists were picking up the shell casings as souvenirs. This is the second overpass you see in the film. This is where the police cars would have been lined up. Not far from the street scene is this little, well, park area, I guess. And this is where Tom Sizemore's character is trying to make a run for it. And he comes round the corner there and he picks up a child as a hostage and then runs through this pool of water here. When he gets to here, Robert De Niro's character has run up the embankment over there and he's taking aim at him. And once he turns round and faces De Niro's character, he gets shot and he dies here. Oh, I want to watch the film again now. I'd rather not be in downtown after dark. Getting out of Dodge now. This is Franklin Canyon Park. It's often used in Hollywood productions as a filming location. There's a scene from the Clark Gable film, It Happened One Night, that was filmed here. It's the most famous scene from the film where he's trying to hitchhike and he's eating a carrot at the same time. In the Bugs Bunny cartoons, when Bugs Bunny is eating a carrot, it's actually a parody of this scene. Or it started out as a parody of this scene and just carried on for the rest of the cartoons. The 90s TV series Twin Peaks. The creepy forest scenes from that series were also filmed here. Both in season 1, season 2 and Twin Peaks The Return that was released a couple of years ago. Some people think that the lake was used for the film The Creature from the Black Lagoon, but it's not the case. That was filmed in a lake in Florida, but they did take some promotional photos for the film here. I can see why they used it for Twin Peaks. The show was set in the Pacific Northwest, but I guess the weather would be better here for filming. And I believe this is Glastonbury Gorge from Twin Peaks. It's like a portal to another dimension, to the Black Lodge. Found some turtles, but we're gonna swim away now though, to see how close I can get. There's an endless list of films that have been partially shot here, but it's very hard to line up shots. But I was interested in finding the locations from Purple Rain. There was one scene where Prince was standing on a wall. And this is the wall, but I'm not exactly sure where he was on it. He was just standing on the wall looking across the lake. But there is one location I have found. At the tail end of the Lake Minnetonka scene, Prince and Apollonia are in a meadow and Prince is on his motorbike and he's teasing Apollonia by driving off when she's trying to get on the bike. I found that location. And here it is, just off the road here. The grass wasn't as tall in the film, but I believe it was in this area here that the scene was filmed. So the camera would have been over there somewhere. So there's probably people going to Minnesota looking for this place. But it's actually in Los Angeles. The next person was an Austrian film director, one of the most influential filmmakers of all time, Fritz Lang. He was dubbed the Master of Darkness. He directed the 1927 film Metropolis and the 1931 film M, starring Peter Lorre as a serial killer. And he was born in Vienna on the 5th of December 1890 and he died in Hollywood August 2nd, 1976. Looks like they're covering this area with wood chip to suppress the weeds and to probably cut down a little bit on grass cutting. Okay, high up on this wall is Tamara de Troo. Her first film part was in 1973, a TV horror film called Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. She only stood 31 inches tall. She was best known as one of the performers who played E.T. in 1982. She died in 1990 at the age of 31. And here we have Andy Gibb, younger brother of the Bee Gees. He was a singer in his own right and was popular in the late 70s and early 80s. He had 3 #1 singles in the US. His drug use is believed to have caused his death. He died on the 10th of March 1988. He died in England, but his body was returned to the US. And at one time he was in a relationship with the Dallas actress whose name I can't remember, Victoria Principal. And I believe he was devastated when that relationship ended. He was only 30 years old when he died. He also has a mark near the grave of his brother Robin Gibb in England. I did make a video about Robin Gibb and I showed that marker on that video. If you want to check that video out, please do so. Some construction going on here. I'm not sure if they're building a new section here. I'd be surprised if they are, because there were a number of empty tombs in this section. Roy Disney, co-founder of the Walt Disney Company. He was the older brother of Walt Disney. And Walt Disney Studios are just across the road here. So it's very appropriate that he's buried here.
I need you tonight. Together we can go crazy. We can put out the lights. Together we can go, we can go. I look straight in your eyes, and everything is so hazy. It is just you and I, and everything is so, so call me out, baby. Call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want. So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want more. You're one of a kind. Nobody's breaking your spirit. You're looking so fine. Nobody's breaking your. You're keeping up with steps I take, so we just dance alone. Yeah, we dance like no one's watching. So call me out, baby. Call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy.